One thing I wish people knew about ads is that ads won't change your website that isn't working. Ads won't change whether or not people want your freebie. Ads won't make your website magically convert traffic. Ads are going to grow whatever results are happening. So if people love that freebie, if you've tried it organically and you've gotten some good responses from it, you know that people love it, then ads will grow those results. You will get more people who want to come in on that freebie. But if you're not quite sure if people like that freebie, maybe you haven't had great success organically, ads are going to grow that. You're probably going to see the exact same thing with your ads, and it'll be frustrating. Same thing goes for if you're trying to push the sale of a product. If you are just kind of trudging along and you're trying to figure out, like why people aren't converting on your website, organic traffic, your sales are just extremely low, and you're not really sure why, you don't know if it's your messaging or if your images are off, if your website, needs some work, if the copy on your site is garbage, you're just not sure what it is, ads won't change that either. And so that's where you have to be very sure, or at least sure enough, that you've got some good response, that you know that people, I'm going to call them like out in the wild, people out in the wild want your product. If someone came across your website, you do have some sales coming in, because the same thing goes here. If you spend money to get people to your website, but there is an issue with your website isn't converting traffic. People aren't interested in your product. Maybe your images don't have good lighting and it's difficult to tell what it is. They can't see it from all angles. Their FAQs aren't answered. Then you're going to have an issue with your ads. Your ads aren't going to convert. So I kind of wanted to start that here. I don't mean to start with too much of a downer when it comes to the tone, but I do just want to make that super clear to you that ads will not fix any issue that is happening on your website. If people don't want your freebie or your product for whatever those reasons might be, ads will simply grow and magnify those results. It's kind of like shining a magnifying glass on whatever is or isn't working. So if you think you're onto a good track with a freebie, then go ahead, run ads to it. If you feel like you're getting some traction on your website, but you could just use a little bit more volume, then go ahead. Ads could be a good fit. But just know that could be a good fit. On the flip side, I do have some people who come to me and they're like, Jenny, I am willing to spend a couple $100s to know if this freebie is going to be my winning freebie. Great. Ads will tell you that, right? Because again, it will shine a magnifying glass. If it's going to work, you're going to get people on your list. If it's not a freebie that people want, then the same thing goes. And same with product too. Some people will say like, hey, I'm not really sure what my top selling product is. I'm really interested in learning this whole Facebook ads thing and I'm willing to put money into it to get my answer. Great. It just kind of depends on your risk tolerance there. And I wanted to have that honest conversation with you because I feel like not enough ads managers talk about that. So many people are like, ads, run ads. You should be running ads. And I'm like, no. You should be running ads if either A, you know things are working, or B, you are willing to spend money to test.